and I will be playing Starfield. So basically, I did a little playing off live, and I beat the level that I was stuck on where my dad sound very country for saying that, but where the lava's where there's that part near the end where the lava's rising and you have to escape. That's the part I kept on dying at. So I kept on getting game over. So I eventually beat it. So now I'm actually in this boss fight. Sorry that I didn't get to straight against the cutscene, but you guys have seen the cutscene, so it's fine. Oh my gosh, I won with just Omega. But man, I won with just Omega. That was impressive. Anyway, else died and I won with just Omega. They're not destroyed, they're still alive.
I wonder. Never mind, those guys were definitely up to no good.
You didn't even know anything about them, you just assumed they're up to no good.
Hey guys, wait for me!
Our top priority is Egg Map. Don't forget that. No time to waste.
I remember I hated this pinball block. Of the levels. Night. Yes, I call this Casino Night. Deal with it. Look, I grew up playing Sonic Adventure, okay? I call it Casino Night. I know you're thinking, it was originally called Casino Night because of the fact that, you know, Sonic, the original Sonic games. That's not why I call it Casino Night. I call it Casino Night because it was called Casino Night in... Oh no! No! Wait, Rouge was still alive. Oh, me and Mega were the only ones that failed. Why not? Hey, can you switch me to Rouge for a second there? So that, you know, I can stay alive. And when they say this is basically the hard mode of Sonic of Team Hero, they mean it. This is not easy. These are the simple levels that will not as hard as Team Hero, but yet they're way harder with Team Dog. Alright, that's what I use. Cool. Yeah, I'm so used to the level where I'm so used to so many times as Tails having to pull it. So that's something you have to do in all levels. You have to be Tails and pull it. What do you think I'm trying to do, Shadow? Try going up there. What do you think I'm doing? Oh no. Oh, okay. You don't die. You just have to go do this. Platform. My favorite thing.
I'm going to win this time.
Great. Oh no, Shadow's still up here. Okay.
Level up.
Awesome. Great. You get me.
I'll get it prepared.
There's a little in here. Baton Rouge now. Yeah, it's good. Great. Oh. Where did that spot come from? Great. It's like every time I fly up. It's so God.
Omega, attack them.
X-Men robots must be eliminated.
Oh, there are enemies in this version of the level? That's cool. I like that. Oh, did you guys hear about Sonic Frontiers? There's been a rumor going around that there'll be, instead of this being just one new form that Sonic's gonna go transform into and the last boss, we're actually gonna be introduced into two new forms in the game. Not just having Super Sonic. So I had a theory about that. So what I was thinking was, and this theory is kind of thanks to a YouTuber I watched, I don't know his name, but this idea, he had ideas similar to this theory I have, and the idea that he had made me come up with this theory. Basically, is that like he suggested like, what if like Hypersonic really did come back, but as like a bonus thing that you could unlock in the to play as the cyberspace levels. That's what he was suggesting. But it wasn't called, like, he's saying it wouldn't be called, like, Hypersonic. It would be called, like, Cybersonic. And then that would be just the thing you can unlock. And then what you would have, and you would basically look like Hypersonic, but he would be called Cybersonic. And what you'd have in the final boss would be called Corrupted Supersonic. Which would be like a, cool new form. And I had a sympathy. What if this new corrupted supersonic form that we probably will see from that we know from the leaks is going to actually be called Cybersonic? And what if in the last boss we go back and during the last boss we keep on glitching back and forth from cyberspace to the last level, and the boss while we find the final boss we glitch from cyberspace to the normal world if it's a digital reality, because that's what the leaks have been saying. And we keep on glitching back and forth. And when we glitch and we find the boss and glitch, kind of like the how in a lot of the boss fights, when you'd be like Sonic Adventure 2 find boss, you switch between Sonic and Shadow. Well, in this you switch between cyberspace and the normal world, and it would just be like a thing that you don't control, like a thing that you just don't control, like it just would happen randomly at different times, and depending on which side you go on, which place you were in, cyberspace or the other digital reality, it will how the difficulty and the things around you that would be different. And basically, if you wouldn't, you would be glitching back and forth during the boss fight, and the boss fight would take place in both. And in the cyberspace one, you'd be hypersonic because you're visiting things from your past, so you'd be hypersonic. But then when you go into when you glitch into the other thing, other place you'd be cybersonic. So like I can just imagine like right now picturing you as hypersonic flying around as like a cyberspace kind of place, and fighting a boss, and then suddenly the screen starts glitching out, and then you're in like this red and that kind of like virtual reality kind of dark void, find the boss, and you're like a glitchy Sonic and that's Cybersonic, and you just switch back and forth while you fight the boss. I feel like that'd be awesome, and depending on which side you're on, there would be different obstacles, like stuff. I feel like that'd be the coolest boss fight ever to go back and forth. And the cutscenes would be cool too to have with that. I don't know, I just think it'd be a cool idea. Like, if there are two new forms and rumors are true, have the two forms in this game under the Supersonic and the rumors are true, well then, you have those two forms in the final boss, Hypersonic and Cybersonic. Because the very, very early leaks that, like, one of the first leaks ever that came out back when the game was Ranger still, and the teaser had been released of the Sonic running where you couldn't even see his face. That little teaser, there was a leak that came out that said a bunch of crazy stuff, and one of the things it said was that the final boss was going to have Hypersonic. Well, everything that leak said came true. So everything that leak said, apart from the Hypersonic, has been confirmed to be in the game. So everybody was thinking, oh, well then Hypersonic surely has to be in the game. That leak is 100% real. But then, like a few months ago, like recently, leaks started to rise up that announced other stuff. They said other stuff was going to be in the game. But instead of saying that Hypersonic was the final boss, it was the final transmission, it said new like glitchy weird Supersonic form was the form. And people were like, nah, that's not gonna be true, because the Hypersonic leak was real, because the fact that everything in it became reality, like, was confirmed to be real. And then everything that was in that other leak about that had the Cybersonic form started becoming real. And suddenly both leaks were very favorable. And the question was, well, which one's true? The Hypersonic one or the corrupted Supersonic one? Which we're just going to call Cybersonic. And we didn't know which one to believe, so, if any, so why not believe both? Why not say that they're both real and that the final boss consists of both Hypersonic and Cybersonic? I think going back and forth, I think that'd be really cool. And yeah, I think that would be awesome. There was going to be something else I was going to say about that. Let's see what I was going to say. Cybersonic. There was something else I was going to say. Oh yeah, it was about Hypersonic, and it's that like Hypersonic has never really come back because of the fact that, well, the in-story explanation is that there were two in-story explanations. Which one's true? I don't know. There was the one that was used in that before Sonic Mania came out. There was a story that the supervillains were just in space, so therefore they couldn't be used. But then there was Sonic Mania that came out that showed the super animals, but they were like cracked into stones. Now, the creator of Sonic Mania said that those weren't the actual super animals, but the thing is, who cares? We're not gonna believe that the stone statues, like he said, they're super animals. They're super animals. We make our own head canon. Because the Sonic canon itself is so complicated at this point. So, yeah, so super animals have been cracked, were in space, and then they were back in Sonic Mania, but they are cracked, so they, cannot be used anymore. So since the super animals can't be used anymore, I mean that Hypersonic can't be used anymore in the lore of Sonic, then that means that the only way they can bring Hypersonic back is via, the past, like in a moment of Sonic Generations or something like that, or even through something like the Phantom Ruby. Like if they wanted to bring Hypersonic back, they would have to do something like the Phantom Ruby or something like Sonic Generations. And Sonic Frontiers is the perfect moment because it has you visiting places from the past. Therefore, Hypersonic would be the perfect. This would be the perfect way to return Hypersonic. This would be one of the few ways, since you didn't return Hypersonic with the Phantom Ruby, you didn't return Hypersonic in Sonic Generations. This is your opportunity to return Hypersonic. It's the only way you can do it without messing up the lore. Is by making him a part of cyberspace. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. And plus, also, I would love to be Hypersonic again. That'd be awesome. But yeah, that's my theory. Is that Final Boss? Hey, this theory is copyright Malachi. If this theory turns out of mine that came out, no leaks. Leaks help the theory, but no one gave me this idea. I just had this theory, and I was like, oh, this is a cool theory. Just after watching a YouTube video, so no one steal this theory. This theory's mine. If this theory turns out to be real, I will be so happy. But it probably won't be. But yep, theory is Final Boss. You'll be switching every now and then, glitching from space to air quotes real world, but it's really digital reality because of the fact that that's what the leak's been saying. But and if you're not paying the leaks any mind, well, you just got spoiled if the leaks are real. But which you should be paying the leaks mind. Leaks are important. But yeah. And you'd be switching between cyberspace and what I'm imagining as a as like a void, like a glitchy red, black, dark red something void. It looks like it's kind of like the color of Sonic's hand when it's being corrupted in the trailer. It's kind of like that color. It's a void in that color, and you find the final boss, and you are Cybersonic, which looks like Sonic's hand, which is like Sonic's hand, but instead all over, and his Supersonic hair, and he has like blank white eyes. But yeah, he's like find the final boss, and you'll be finding him as that. But then every now and then the screen will glitch, and you'll be in like a cyberspace looking place, and you'll be Hypersonic fighting the final boss. And there'll be obstacles in the level that you have to fly past and stuff that change depending on which place you're in. And it's just, the place is random. Which place you're in is random. It just differentiates every now and then. It just changes. I think that'd be the coolest boss fight, but that's what I'm theorizing the final boss is gonna be. Yep, that's what I'm theorizing. Copyright Malachi. Theory is copyright Malachi. That's my theory. That's my game theory. I should post it on the game theory webpage. See what people say. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, why didn't my home attack work in the spring? Okay.
Here they come. Eggman robots must be eliminated.
No. should know. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'll admit, this song's actually kind of catchy. It's kind of going on me. I thought I didn't care for it, but it's actually kind of going on me. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Also, if you guys heard, Sonic Frontiers is having this, has this newsletter thing. I'm sure everybody knew about that, but basically, I don't know if anyone else, but something that's new, which I'm sure a lot of people have already figured this out by now. This has been known for a long time, but for I think like a whole day by now. But Sonic Frontiers is having a thing to where basically, if you sign up, if you subscribe to the newsletter, totally free. They will email you a code a little bit sometime after the game comes out that lets you customize Sonic and Sonic Frontiers and give him the soap shoes from Sonic Adventure 2. Which I think is really cool. And I did it. I signed up. It's free, so why not? So I signed up and I'm gonna be getting soap shoes. They just gonna have to notify me when the game comes out. Of course, I'm gonna make sure to check my email a lot. Oh, Rouge is still up here. Okay, awesome. No, don't go this way, Rouge. What are you thinking? No, not this way. Not this way. Go back. Go back. Go back. No. Cool. Go back. Don't you dare. Nope. Go back. Go back. Yes. No. Rouge. You are failing me. I'm so confused. Like, do you just... Oh. Wait. How am I missing that? My attack is not working with Shadow. It's like it's not wanting to... Oh. Great. I actually feel like me saying great every now and then kind of... I start saying like great whenever some like bad happens in game or frustrating happens in game, because I heard MatPat say it in like his GT lives, and now I just say it too. I feel like I'm starting to become like MatPat in my game videos because I just say great a lot when something bad happens. I'm like great, I'm like great, yeah, it's all awesome. And I finally figured it out. I don't know why I didn't figure this out sooner, but I know why everything takes so long to do stuff. It's because of the fact that we froze time. We used Chaos Control. I don't know why I didn't get that. I was like, why is it taking so long whenever I do Spectre Tag? It's like a glitch? No, it's not. It's because we're using Chaos Control. I thought I saw a checkpoint. I switched to Omega. Sometimes the buttons don't want to work properly. What are you doing? I'll take it from here. Whoa. This is the ultimate power. Naturally. This is the ultimate power. Naturally. I don't worry about getting a perfect score, man. I just spam it. That worked so well. I did. Wow. It's still giving me wings. You give me 100 wings. Also, do you get extra lives from game wings? Or so, like 100 wings? Because I would think you would, and I feel like you do. But sometimes I would get 100 wings and not get an extra life. So maybe the question, do you? Or is it was just by chance that you can? Sometimes I would get extra life by getting that many wings, but sometimes I wouldn't. And it was making me wonder, is it just by chance? Or is it just a random thing? Oh, what just happened? Great. What? I didn't know Shadow was in a separatory area for me. I had to switch to Shadow. I had no choice. I couldn't continue without Shadow. And for me switching to Shadow like I was supposed to do, you take me back here? Take me all the way over here? Where even is here? This is not an area I recognize. I haven't been here before. But, oh no! Shadow, you ruined everything. Wait, what? Where? What? Where are they? What? What up? What? My stack has Omega. Cause they. What happened to them? I would like to be able to switch them at times. Don't tell me I can't switch them anymore. I mean, I can't right now, but at least tell me that that's not a thing that will last, the rest of the game. Cause I hate when those things kind of happen, where you move on and you lose one of your party members. Cause I've had that happen, where I move on and not realize that I lost one of my party members because it was too late. I can't go back and get them; they don't respawn, and sometimes you can't continue with the game without them. It's just like, you're kidding, right? You're like, how am I supposed to do this? Like, there'll be points where like, yo, you get the 3 characters to click the switch. They'll all be on the same, all on the switch. And you're just like, well, I can't because I don't have the other members. I had that happen in the Hero story, if you guys remember doing live streams. I think I live streamed it, yeah. It's where just randomly I would just have it to where basically I had this one level to where I lost, like I was doing really good, and then I lost Tails. And Tails it wasn't Tails, it was Knuckles. Yeah, it was Knuckles. Knuckles got like captured by one of those like robots that I captured. I didn't realize until I had already gotten pretty far. And I got to a point where I couldn't go backwards. So I couldn't rescue Knuckles. And because of that, I was in trouble. Oh, you don't need Shadow. Okay. But yeah, I got like stuck because I didn't have Knuckles. I couldn't go back and get him. So I needed to click 3 switches. I was like so confused. I was like, what do I do? I had to end up killing myself to be able to continue.
Looks like there's a special room up there.
Who cares about that special room? What the? What was that? That scared me. It was like someone screamed in the game. They were like, ah! Great, I did not mean to do that. No. Wait, mission failed. That's what he says in Sonic 06. So you tell me that line did not come from Sonic 06? Also, isn't that what Gamma says in Sonic Adventure? He says mission failed, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. Interesting. Now can I go over there? You suck. Okay, so you can't fly up there. That's what I was there wondering, how do you get upstairs? There's no switch there. Ah, great, not pinball section. I hate this. I don't hate the level, I just hate all the pinball sections. Wait, am I supposed to go down or up? Down, okay. Look at that robot. You want to be part of the team. So let me join. I love how he just can't attack us. Because he's just trying to so hard. He's trying to one-up to us like and attack us, but he just can't. Well, it's like he can't see us. It's like, where are they? Because he's like turning like left and right. He's like, where are they? I can't see them. You know, I wish they. This seems kind of random, but it's really not. I was thinking about I can't see, and then Sight came into mind, so this came to mind. Which is, I'm surprised they haven't been able to invent a camera yet that's like eyesight in a way, like how things are magnified and stuff. So when you take a picture, color isn't exactly the same in a picture as it is when you see it with your own eyes, and just like that, like if I look at the window in this room, okay, and then I take a picture of the window in the picture looks further away than it does with my eyes. That's because it's magnifying and something. So I wish you could have a camera that was like your eyesight in a way, how the way it magnifies things. Because that window looks closer up than it actually is. Looks closer up than it does when I take a picture of it. But yet, I can see the whole room in one shot while also see that window up close. But then when I take a picture and then I want to see the window just as up close and big as I can see it with my own eyes, I lose the rest of the room that I can the rest of the room in the photo that I can just see normally. It seems like we'll be able to move on. It's just like, no problem. I got this. You know, Shadow, you always picture as kind of like a Vegeta of like Sonic. Like Sonic's Vegeta. That's what you picture Shadow as. Sonic's Vegeta. And that's what he's turned into. He's kind of turned into Sonic's Vegeta, but I feel like the Sonic Heroes and maybe Shadow the Hedgehog as well. Like Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog. Not so much Sonic Adventure 2 or any later game, but specifically Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Heroes. Shadow is like more like Sasuke than Vegeta. In every Sonic game, apart from Sonic Adventure 2, Sonic Adventure 2 he's just kind of like his own character. He doesn't kind of act like any character but himself. In the Sonic games that came out after Sonic Heroes and Shadow the Hedgehog, he acts like, he kind of reminds me of Vegeta in how he acts. But in this game in Shadow the Hedgehog, he acts like Sasuke, which is interesting. Like, he has a similar personality to Sasuke. You think that his personality wouldn't change after this, but it really does. Also, I'm just gonna say, Shadow's voice actor, it's interesting. Like how much has changed. Because you had the voice actor from Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Heroes. But then and his voice wasn't that deep. I mean, it's deep, but not that deep. But then you have his voice in every other Sonic game. And that may include Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't know, I actually never played Shadow the Hedgehog. I just know what I just watched all the cutscenes and look at people watch people playing the levels. I actually have no idea I don't remember what his voice sounds like. I do remember what his personality's like though. And I mean, he did kill Eggman in one of the endings. Let's remember that. In the bad ending, if you play the Eggman boss fight in the bad ending, you killed Dr. Eggman. So interesting. But yeah, so like Shadow's voice in the more modern games, it's like extremely deep. Like extremely deep. And yet it's not that deep in his first two game appearances. I'm like, why did they decide to go from just a deep-ish voice, like he has here, to being more deep than I think humanly possible? Because who in the world has a voice as deep as Shadow? Without playing the voice, without just acting like it. Like, who just naturally is what I mean, has that voice? No one. No one naturally has a voice as deep as Shadow. Whoosh? What just happened? I'm so confused. What is going on? Why am I glitching all over the place? Oh, it's not that. I'm being pulled because of the womb. No, the womb is not pushing me forward in any way. Why was I moving forward on my own? There's nothing making me move forward. It's just, that was just happening. For no reason whatsoever. Great. Can you watch them? Yes, you can. No, the dice block messed me up. Oh, there's a pinball place on this. Okay, I thought that was instant death. Hear what it is about instant death? Oh, what the? Thank you, Omega. You just saved my life. Omega, where are you? Omega just left Shadow and Rouge behind. He moved forward, okay? He moved forward in the game. He was like, you know what? You guys are taking too long to get to the place you're meant to be. I'm just gonna go ahead and go there for you. Because I'm just at a new checkpoint. I'm like, Omega? When did you get further in the game than me? This, you know, since Omega is legit a giant mechanical robot, that's not logical. And I feel like out of all the games that have logic in it, that's fictional and stuff, it would be Sonic to have logic. And yet, that's not logical. I saw a Facebook post talk about how Antoine's eye color changes in Sonic Saturday AM. At a certain point. Like, if you look at his eye color, you cannot destroy this enemy. Great. I don't know. Okay. But it was like how, if you look at Antoine when he's a kid in the show, he has red eyes. But when he's like older, he has blue eyes. And it was saying like, what is the lore behind this? And then one person said, it's a fictional show, it doesn't have to have scientific continuity and make sense. And I was like, no, it does. It does. Some shows don't have to, but when it's a show, when it's something Sonic, when it's Sonic, something that is usually like scientific and has huge lore and tries to make everything make scientific sense on like a lot of shows, you expect it to have some kind of reason behind it. Also, speaking of eye color, am I the only one that's like a little bit confused still on the whole thing in the Archie comics? I mean, I never read all the Archie comics, so I can't. Maybe they explain, but they show how Sonic got his green eyes. Like he got his green eyes from some kind of thing, something to do with space. I didn't read the whole comic. I just heard some things like that. I kind of read it. I looked it up online and just kind of skimmed through it. So I actually have no idea how he actually got exactly his green eyes in the Archie comic. I just remember reading the page that said something about space and some villain or something. Let me switch to Shadow. Thank you. I don't know. But, yeah, and my question is, in that comic, Tails and all of them still had black eyes. Like, they have black eyes. But my question is, how did they get color eyes? Is that ever explained? I should look that up. No, I have. I looked up how does Tails get his blue eyes. There's no explanation for it. That I can find, at least. I mean, I'm sure Archie being Archie, they probably had to talk about it at some point, surely. There's no way that they went to whole comic scenes and not once mentioned the idea of how Tails got his colored eyes. Because Sonic was the only... Because Sonic got his colored eyes. Apart from Sally and Antoine, Sonic was the only one that had colored eyes. And he gained them. So how did Tails and the other characters like Knuckles and stuff suddenly get colored eyes? Like, how did that happen? I should read all the Archie comics. I own some of them. So I've read the ones I've owned and a few online, but I should read more of them. I'm planning to, but currently I haven't because I'm still reading the Fleetway comics, and I want to finish those first. The Fleetway comics do confuse me though. I mean, like, they don't explain how Tails and all of them get colored eyes. They just suddenly have them. Oh, I have to destroy... I have to destroy these enemies? Are you kidding me? I already killed one of them. Oh, that was easier than before. But yeah, so like... At one point in the Fleetway comics, Tails gets and the Uncas get colored eyes. But yeah, they never show how. They just suddenly show up with them. And so yeah, Sonic has them. And yeah, they show how Sonic got them. Like, I feel like if you're going to create a comic series, there should be some kind of scientific reason behind it. Like, some kind of reason. Since we never really got a reason in the games for showing them having eye color. I mean, I say the comic books are canon, so I would say that that's the way it's done. Now, which comic books are canon? Fleetway or Archie? Both. You're saying, how can they both be canon? That would make no sense. There's things that happen in the Archie comics that don't happen in the Fleetway comics, and there's stuff that happen in the Fleetway comics that don't happen in the Archie. And if those things happen in the same universe, then that would mess up some things. Like, Fleetway Sonic is a big issue with you believing that. And then there's also, you know, how Sonic got his green eyes. That's different depending on which comic book you read. Comic book series you read off of. But the thing is, I have a whole theory on how the comic book series, both comic books, including the IDW and IDW as well, could be connected, you know, how it is connected to the video games, and it doesn't mess up with the lore. I have a whole theory, like a work in progress theory called the Sonic Mandela theory. I've been working on it for legit years. Like, it's a theory that I've been working on for years. Ever since I first heard about the Mandela effect, I've been working on this theory. Actually, no, I was working on this theory before the Mandela, before I heard of the Mandela effect, which I heard of it like back in 2020 or 19. That's when I first heard about it. But yeah, I actually was thinking of making up this theory, working on this theory even before then. It just got its name once once I heard about the Mandela effect. But before, I was working on it before then, and it's called the Star Mandela theory. And it's a theory, it's a working theory on how the comic books connect to the games.
Dustin,
What was I doing? Sleep on that face. What about my memory? Your memory? What memory? You have no past to remember. What? Well, I believe my time is up. I'll see you again soon. Get down.
I'll see you again soon. You're still here. And also, that music that played in that cutscene, I can't find that music. Is it not in the official soundtrack? I looked up the soundtrack and did not find it. Maybe it is, and I just missed it when listening to the soundtrack. Because I feel like every song would be in the soundtrack, but that song played in that cutscene is a really cool song. It sounds awesome, but yet I can't seem to find it in the soundtrack. It sucks.
anytime now.
I mean, I could use the Team Blast, but I don't really see the point because this isn't. I ain't. I'm a person that likes to use correct grammar majority of the time. Apart from like, some exceptions like Ghana, I say things like Ghana, but basically I don't say things like ain't really. So honestly, I'm trying to be funny. So the fact that I just said that is kind of weird. Not gonna lie, but I ain't gonna use the Team Blast right now because I'm like I don't really need it to use it because this isn't that hard apart from the few times I get hurt. But even when I get hurt, it's still I wouldn't say it's a hard boss fight because I just homing attack them. I may get hurt because of a spear or something, but I just homing attack them. I don't really see the point in using it. I'll use it at some point, surely. I'm sure the enemies will be tougher. My only question is, how are the boss fights like this and stuff, easier than the actual levels themselves? That's my question. How?
Useless pieces of junk.
Annoying little pet aren't they?
Eliminate all Eggman robots. Not bad.
Oh wait, this is when I would use the Team Blast because these like I don't know what they're made out of, but it's like a diamond. I don't know. And it takes forever to defeat them. Oh great, we got a lot of these guys. I hate these guys. Great. That was actually very easy. Yeah, I said great like that when it wasn't something bad. Surprise. So that's the only time I've ever said great during a video game. Like that is when something bad happens. It's kind of like frustrating and annoying. It's like great. doesn't matter. You know, YouTubers they kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but it means like you kind of start acting like them, because like or say things they say. Like, for example, Dang Matt Smith, that YouTuber. Something that he says a lot is he says, "We'll Gucci man," and I just start saying that now. I just say that now. Whenever something like that, whenever there's something like something that you would say Gucci, whenever there'd be a moment that you would say Gucci, I say we'll Gucci man. It's just a thing I say now. Listen to him. Pioneer, that YouTuber that does like this. He's awesome. Oh, I've been thinking like, what is my 9th favorite YouTuber? The question up to me came from like when my siblings came up. What is my top 10 favorite YouTubers? And I could only think of my top 8. I could not figure out who was 9 and 10. I figured out who's 9. It's Pioneer. You know Pioneer's gotta be the top 10, man. Pioneer. It's Pioneer, man. Come on. Oh, that's malarkey. I should have not died there. Come on, I did not touch that spear. You suck. No, you actually don't. You could just try reasoning with him. Not useless. And also, it's not even Eggman that you're fighting. It's Metal Sonic. And if you want to get specific, it's Neo Metal Sonic. But yeah, what was the name? I'm trying to remember what I was talking about before I died. Sounded something. Something Sonic, bro. That time I see why I died. I see why I died. What was I talking about? I'm not even talking about remember. I'm really trying to remember what I was talking about earlier. Oh, we don't remember. What was I talking about? I died, and that made me lose my train of thought. What was I talking about? I really don't remember. Oh, yeah, my top 10 favorite YouTubers. Oh, so I'm repeating that. Yeah, and how I like him. Something that he does is he raises his voice to a higher pitch at certain times when talking. So like when he says something like, he says like, how do I know? It's like, or something like that. I'm just making up stuff. He'll like raise his voice to like a weird, like high pitch kind of voice. And I started doing that after watching for a long time. I started doing that without even thinking. Like it just became a thing I just naturally did. And now I just do it. I do it without thinking. People are saying, why raise your voice? I'm like, I'm not choosing to do it. It just happens. And you'll hear it. You'll just hear it at random moments when I'm recording or just talking to you, and you'll hear my voice just go from like a little deep to something like really high pitch. And that's because of the fact that my voice just raises automatically depending on a certain moment, depending on what's happening. Like, I'm trying to think of an example, or trying to say something that would get me to talk like that. But yeah, I can't think of any conversation, anything to bring up that would make me talk like that. Talk like how he does. But you know, like I said, how he would go, "Hey guys, like to sit here." Well, when I first started YouTube, on some occasions when my videos, it wasn't often, but it was some occasions, I would say, "Hey guys, Tanjo 4 here." No joke. I think I said it actually only like twice, but I mean, like, what does that matter? I mean, come on, I can copy him on too. He didn't copyright that intro. He did not copyright the intro. Did he though? Maybe he copyrighted it. See, that's the moment when I would waste my. That's what P and M moment. Wasting my voice like that. Why can't I grab these wings? Great. Those wings are impossible for me to grab. That's awesome. They're gone now. So I literally have 0 wings. This is great. But yeah, so like, yeah, as you can see, I started doing that. This is bad. Great. Oh no. You know what? I'll just stay up here. Yeah, let's stay up here. I can stay up here. This is fine. This is good. I don't waste finding energy since I'm not moving. This is great. I like this. Yep. This is good. I can just look around. Okay, yeah, I gotta do stuff. This is easy. Awesome.
Doctor, stop this senseless fight.
You underestimated us, haven't you?
Expedition test unsuccessful. Minimal
Just when did it all land?
This is only the beginning.
It's no use! But yeah, like my live streams, I said this on my past live streams. My live streams had all really like podcasts. I just play games and just talk about random stuff, whatever comes to mind. It's the kind of thing I do. So my live streams when I play vegans and stuff are all like podcasts. They're more podcasts that, like I said, my live streams are more podcasts than my podcasts. Doesn't make sense, but it's true. You say why haven't you pushed play? I don't know, I feel like I'm getting kind of bored of playing Sun Gales right now. I feel like I want to do something else. Probably will. Probably in the live stream do something else. Thing is, you're a souvenir. Every beach trip, I bring back a souvenir. And you, as long as I get my souvenir early, and you are a souvenir I got early. Rachel. Well, Kachel is this plush I just got. I know you're thinking, yeah, that's why I named it. I wanted to be a girl name, and I didn't know what to name it. I was stuck between the name Kaylee and Rachel. Why? I don't know. It's because of the fact that I never have ever named a plush either of those names, and those are normal girl names. So I was like, which one do I want to do? Because honestly, this could be either. This is a winter dog, and it could be either. So I named it a mixture of the two. It just came to my mind at one point. I was like, well, if I want to name it both of those names, why not just mix them up? Like I said, the reason why is because of the fact that, here's the thing, I'm maybe 18, but I collect some animals. It's the thing I do. Everybody has their hobbies, and I guess you could say mine is collecting some animals. It's childish, and that's probably why I don't have a girlfriend. But it's the thing I do. But, yeah, so, it's something I do. And I got this one today, and I was like, I want to name something. And I got a lot of some animals, and I have a lot of them are dogs. And I have some dogs that I say are girls, and I give girl names. I have Sarah's, I have Samantha's, I have a Bethany, I have a Patricia. I have any name that I have tons of names. I have Amy. I have lots of names. I just have never that I can think of. I've never had a animal that is a girl that I say is a girl that I make a girl that I call a girl that has the name Rachel, and I've never had one that has the name Kaylee. Those are two regular girl names I just have never used for a plush. I was like, why not? So I was like, which one do I want to use? Because honestly, it looks like this plush. If I was to picture a dog named Rachel or Kaylee, this is what I would picture. So I'm like, which one do I use? And I was like, and after a long time of thinking, I was like, you know what? I came out by accident. I was like, you know what? Until I decide, I'm just going to call you Kachel. A mixture of the two until I decide. And then I thought to myself, actually, no. That's your name. That's not unlimited time thing. That's actually your name, Kachel. Kachel. So when I go on beach trips, I bring back souvenirs. Every beach trip I bring back souvenirs. And this was my souvenir. This little wiener dog. Because I thought it looked cute. And I was like, hey, you know what? Why not? So then Kachel. This is a cute name. And yes, I was talking to you earlier. Toy Story ruined my life. Why? It's because it doesn't matter how old I get. I could be 80. I was still talking to animals in a way of thinking, what if they're alive? I know they're not alive, so talking to them is totally pointless, and I get mad at myself for talking to them. But the thing is, Toy Story ruined my life, because I look at them and I'm like, what if they're truly alive? Like, what if they're actually alive? Like, what if we bring them to life by our imagination? What if they are actually alive? What if the characters in video games and shows are alive? Like, what if they are alive? Things like Toy Story and Wreck-It Ralph stuff, they ruined my life with ideas like that. Because now I just always think about that, like, what, especially Toy Story, it's ingrained in my brain. Whenever I look at a toy, I think, I wonder if that toy's alive. I know it's not. But, Toy Story ruined me. I love Toy Story, great movies, awesome movies, all four of them are great. It's just, if I could take away one thing from the movies, it was that it made me question life. Because I know some Amazon, I know toys and some Amazon online and stuff, but I always think, like, whenever, like, I step on a toy or some animal or something, or I don't know, or I have some animal under my bed or something, I will say to it, like, I will say, if I step on it, I'll be like, ooh, sorry. It's just a thing now. It's just like a forced habit from doing it as a kid, because it's just a thing that I just do. Because I'm always thinking in the back of my brain, what if they're alive? And I'm like, legit stepped on a living thing and we didn't know it. So then I'm like, oops, sorry, just in case. But I'm like, they're not alive. I get mad at myself for saying things like that. But The thing is, I'm trying to stop getting some animals. Unless it was like Sonic or something like that, I try not to get some animals anymore. It's a thing I don't do. It's a thing I've tried to give it up. Like, so many times I still see a stuffed animal and I'm like, ooh, I want that. But I'm like, nope, nope, nope. I'm 18. I need to grow out of stuffed animals. I need to stop getting stuffed animals. Unless if they're like themed, like Sonic or something, I need to stop getting stuffed animals. Because I prefer stuffed animals over action figures. And I'm 18. I shouldn't even be getting action figures. Let's be honest. Now, I'm not. I don't get action figures anymore. It's the thing I don't do. I still get Legos, but I don't get action figures. It's weird that I get action figure. But plushies, I'll still get like the occasional Sonic plushie or something. And I'm like, I said to myself like a year or two ago, I said, I'm done. I'm done getting regular stuffed animals. I will only now get Sonic stuffed animals or something like that. Because getting in these stuffed animals that's like dog stuff, that's childish. I need to mature and grow up. And I was doing good for the most part. There were only like 1 or 2 times that I got something that was. There were only like 1 or 2 times I did it, and I just did it now. And it was so cute. And I was like, and my mom was like, "Why don't I get it?" I'm like, you know what? I will get it. Why not? I like some animals. Why am I torturing myself by not getting this? People say you should never let go of your childhood. Always be a child inside. So why not keep my hobby going? Collecting things. No, I'm gonna try. Like I said, I'm still not gonna collect that many because I do need to stop doing that. I have too many. I need to sell all of them. But this is the thing I do. I probably just weirded you out by talking about stuffed animals, but that's okay. So this is my souvenir. I bring back souvenir from every beach trip. I one time bought earbuds as a souvenir. I bought a jar of seashells, a glass dolphin thing that you put up. I got another one another year. I got a glass starfish another year. I've got many different souvenirs over the years. And some of them were plushies as a kid, but this one is also plushie. Because at the end of every beach trip, we go and get a souvenir. Sometimes I get my souvenirs early, and that's what I did. I got this souvenir early. Because I just thought it was cute. I thought it was a really cute dog. You know, sometimes boyfriends or stuff like that give their girlfriends, like little cute plushies. Maybe once I get a girlfriend, if she likes, cute dogs and stuff, and likes dogs or animals, I'll give her like this as a present. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I'll just keep it for myself. Let's be honest, I'm probably not gonna get a girlfriend anytime soon. Looking at this dog, this like little beagle. I don't know why it's not the same kind of dog I have. I mean, I just call it a beagle. I mean, a wiener dog. I don't know, not actually call wiener dogs, but that's what I call them because of the fact that that's another name for them. I don't know I don't remember what they're actually called, but maybe they all call wiener dogs. I think they have a different name, but I have a dog. I'm at the beach, as you know, and I have a dog that I left. That I had to put in the, what do you call it where you keep dogs? It's not a dog hotel, it's not a pound, of course. It's the kennel? Is that what it's called? We put a dog to, for them to take care of while you're gone on vacation. I don't know. But I put my dog there, wherever it is, for them to take care of him until we get back. And I miss him. I do miss him. His name's Vanilla. Same name as, I named him after one of my childhood dog plushies. Because when I was 6, I got this dog plush right here. I've posted about him before, many times. This is kind of like a thing from my past. This is a thing I've had since I was a little kid, and so now I would never get rid of. It's like a prized possession. And, well, as a kid, I always wanted a Labrador, because my plushie was named Vanilla, and he was a Labrador. I always wanted a Lab, named him Vanilla. And then, like last year, or the year before last, I think it was last year, I got a lab and a boy lab, and got the name of Vanilla. It was a dog of my own. And yeah, so I miss him. I'm on this beach trip, I do miss him. I also miss my sister's dog or dad's dog. It's my dad's dog technically, but it's also technically belongs to my sister because she paid for it. But then because my dad didn't have money with him at the time, and so she paid for it, but then he paid it back. But the dog loves her more than it loves my dad, so it's kind of her dog to like. And she will be able to take it home with her at one point when she's a lot older. But which my sister's in her 20s, but early 20s, mid 20s, early 20s, I think early 20s. But yeah, her dog is a husky named Coco. I posted about him many times. And yeah, I miss him too. I miss him. I miss my dog Vanilla. And I don't know, looking at this wiener dog and how cute it was made me think of my actual dog and how cute it was and how I miss it. Would that bring me on the street trip? Because since I'm plushie posting now, I'm talking about plushies now. Yes, I am gonna. I'm probably am waiting some people out of the secrets, but I brought a Sonic. He's seen some better days. I've had him for many years. I've had him since I was like 8, so I've had him for a long time. I didn't bring this. I bought it today. The wiener dog, Rachel. I brought Vanilla, the plush, not the real dog, from that I got when I was 6. I brought a teddy bear that I don't remember when I got this. I got it when I was like probably 3 or 2 or something like that, like when I was really young. I don't remember what age I was or how I got this, but this plush right here, this is a blue teddy bear that I got when I was like a child, and it's kind of like a memory thing. It's like you know, you keep like pictures of yourself when you're a baby. Like your parents keep those. Like if you have something from your childhood and it was a prized possession, you keep it for the rest of your life usually. This is one of those. So this is Vanilla. Oh, those. I have a silver plush with me. I have 2 Sonic plushes that were actually newer. I got these not too long ago. I have Mephiles. And then I have Infinite. And then I also brought with me my Log.Zip plush because of the fact that I'm a big Log.Zip fan. Like my most favorite was Log.Zip. And I was one of the people that got Log.Zip plush when it was out. So that's one of my positive possessions though. Log.Zip plush. I've always wanted Log.Zip merch. Never went to the trouble of buying Log.Zip merch myself. Never got on a holiday, so I was like, you know what? I've always wanted something Log.Zip related, so why not get this plushie when it came out? And so I got it as a present. Like I think it was like a Christmas present, maybe? No, it wasn't a Christmas present. It was just a present. I just got my mom to buy it for me, and I paid it back. I think I paid it back. I don't remember, but I'm gonna end this live stream because I don't think anyone wants me to talk about my stuffed animal obsession anymore. Because I think people are just weirded out by that. If people watching this are like me and they like stuffed animals like me, well then good for you, but I think I'm alone in the world. I have one other friend named Trinity, and she also likes stuffed animals. But that's it. It is something that I do think I need to grow out of. And the fact that I still haven't grown out of it, and the fact that I still play with them at times is weird. I admit, it's weird. And I would like to stop. I will stop playing with them soon. Like, I decided this was the last year I was going to play with them. No longer. Maybe on rare occasions I'll play with them, but after this year, I'm done. I'm done. So, yeah. So, this is probably the year that I stopped getting some animals like this. The year that I stopped getting some animals like this for myself. And just only get Sonic plushies because it's kind of the thing I like to collect is Sonic stuffed animals. So this is the last year probably that I'll get like this regular plushie, like it's a regular dog or something. And it's the last year I'll play with them because I need to stop. Yeah, I'm 18, be in college not too long from now. I need to stop. This thing I need to stop doing. It's weird. It's weird to do it at my age. I will admit that. It's weird to do it at my age, so I need to stop. So, but I do really like it as a TV show. I believe them like it's a TV show, like they have shows and stuff. And I did say that that this show that I'm doing right now with them made up show in my head is the last of 3 remaining seasons. Is that right? Yeah. No. Yes. I have this season and 2 more, and this made up show in my head with these toys, because that's what I did ever since I was a kid. I acted out shows in my mind. When I play with toys, I pretend like they were a show or video game. But mostly show. And this is the end. Of the franchise has been going on since I was 6 years old. So I'm ending it. I would actually like to make it a real show one day. Like, not with some animals. Like, make it like animated, cartoon and stuff. Like, use the ideas that I had and make it a cartoon, but make it like a real thing. Because I think they do well. Like, it's a good show. I think I did a good job with it. I mean, I've been doing it since I was 6. Oh, it wasn't just one show, it was multiple shows, but it was a whole franchise. But, yeah, I had many plot lines. Some seasons, like, one show, Savannah World, that was the name of one of the shows. I would, of course, change it when I made it actual. I would, of course, change the title once I make the actual show, but, because it won't be about Savannahs. It'd be like, the Savannahs that I use would be turned into cartoon characters, so they would be something else. It would be called a different show, but, probably. Maybe. But, I don't know. Like that each season of that show would have to have different ratings. Like, I don't know the TV ratings, but I'm just gonna get the movie ratings because I don't know the TV ratings. But one season would be like rated PG, while the other season would be like rated R because of violence. Because some seasons would be just so violent. Because that's just all we do with them. But other seasons would be not violent at all. I don't know, I had like great plot twists and stuff that I would love to make these like real shows. Of course, copyright would be a big issue, so probably would never happen, but you never know. Like I said, I didn't grow up. This is the end of my made up franchise that I've been doing with toys and some animal stuff that I've had gone on since I was 6. This is the year it ends. So, I won't be playing with some animals anymore unless if I do like a wee one of an old episode or something like that, which is stupid. I probably won't ever do that. I've done that like rare occasions. I probably would never do that again. Because that's stupid. A wee one, this is a made up show in my head. I don't even film these. So that's stupid. But, yeah, so, yeah, this is the last year I'm going to probably be playing with some animals. Apart from rare occasions, this is the last year I'm playing with some animals. And last year I'm getting ages of regular Savannah probably. Years later years, for now I would just be getting like themed plushies, like Sonic theme or Mario theme or stuff like that. Because I would like to get, like, I've been seeing like Hypersonic on Etsy, and been seeing like Dark Sonic plushies on Etsy, and like Sonic IDC plushies. I would like to get those. But those aren't just regular plushies, those are Sonic themed, so those are different. But anyways, I'm going to stop talking about some animals because no one cares about my own animal life. People are just weirded out by that. You found out information about me that you probably did not care to know. Here we go.